Nestled deep within a lush, green jungle where sunlight danced through the leaves, lived a gigantic elephant and a very, very tiny ant. The jungle was their home, a vibrant world teeming with life, from the tallest trees to the smallest blades of grass. The elephant was immensely proud of his size and strength. With every step he took, the ground trembled slightly, and the leaves on the trees would rustle. He believed he was the most powerful and important creature in the entire jungle, and he never missed a chance to show off his might. As he ambled along a path one sunny morning, he spotted the tiny ant, diligently carrying a crumb of food, many times his own size, back to his nest. Seeing the ant struggle, the elephant let out a booming laugh that echoed through the trees. "Ha ha! Look at you, you minuscule thing, so small and insignificant. You could never do anything important or grand, could you?" he taunted, his voice dripping with arrogance. The tiny ant paused, placed her burden down for a moment, and looked up at the towering elephant. His voice was small but steady and filled with a quiet courage. "Perhaps I am small," she replied calmly, "but you should not underestimate anyone based on their size. Even the smallest creatures can make a very big difference in this world." The elephant just scoffed, shaking his enormous head in amusement. "Ha ha! You make a difference? Don't make me laugh. That's the funniest thing I've heard all day." To prove his point, he carelessly sucked up a trunkful of water from a nearby puddle and sprayed it all around the ants' nest, drenching their home. He then walked away, still chuckling to himself, leaving the little ant to deal with the mess. The ant felt a sting of sadness and anger. His home was soaked, and the elephant's mockery hurt. But she was not one to despair. He was clever and determined. Wiping a drop of water from his antenna, he gathered all his friends. He told them what the proud elephant had done and how he looked down on them. A spark of an idea ignited in his mind. "He thinks we are weak because we are small," he declared to the colony. "It's time we teach him a lesson. Let's show him that even the smallest among us, when we work together, can accomplish something great." The very next day, the ants put their plan into action. They found the big elephant taking his afternoon nap under the shade of a large banyan tree. He was snoring softly, his giant body perfectly still. As quietly as they could, the entire group of ants marched in a single file line up his leg, across his vast back, and toward his head. Then, one by one, the lead ants tiptoed right into his large, floppy ear. Suddenly, the elephant jolted awake with a loud shout. "Ah, what is that? What's happening inside my ear? It tickles, it stings. Stop! Please stop!" He began to shake his head violently, trying to dislodge the tickling sensation. He trumpeted in distress and ran around in circles, but the feeling wouldn't go away. The ants were causing quite a commotion inside his ear canal. From a safe distance, the clever ant who had orchestrated the plan called out in her loudest tiny voice, "Hello up there. Do you promise to stop teasing and bullying small creatures now?" The elephant, who was now in tears from the overwhelming and uncomfortable sensation, cried out, "Yes, yes, I promise. I'm so sorry. Please, just come out. I'll never make fun of anyone for their size ever again. I promise." Hearing his sincere plea, the ants carefully crawled back out of his ear. The elephant let out a huge sigh of relief, the frantic feeling finally gone. He looked down at the ground where the ants had gathered, His eyes no longer filled with mockery, but with a newfound respect. Later that day, the elephant and the ant met by the river. The elephant lowered his head, his voice gentle and humble. "I was wrong," he said softly. "You may be small, but you and your friends are incredibly smart and brave. You taught me a very important lesson today." The ant smiled up at her new, giant friend. "Thank you," she replied. "Just remember, size doesn't determine one's worth. What truly matters is kindness, wisdom, and the courage to stand up for what is right." From that day forward, the elephant and the ant became the best of friends. The elephant was never proud or boastful again. He learned to respect every creature in the jungle, no matter how big or small. And the moral of our story is a simple one: never underestimate anyone, including yourself. Even if you feel small, your courage, cleverness, and kindness can make a huge difference in the world. Thank you so much for watching with us today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tales from the jungle. We'll see you next time.